my friends, and welcome back. Mr. A here today, back with another video from Miss Glass and Miss Savell, along with our good friends Jasmine, Kenny, Bit, and Bite. Today they are discussing fake news and how we can recognize it and avoid it. While we hear a lot about fake news on the internet and social media, the problems of fake news are not new. Believe it or not, it goes back to the days of even George Washington, who in 1796 wrote a letter to Alexander Hamilton complaining about the news media writing incorrect or incomplete statements about him. George Washington called those news people scribblers. Check out this picture. While it's not what we think about when we hear the term fake news, it again shows us that just because something is in print, it still may not be true. Can you read the newspaper headline? If you can't, it says, Dewey defeats Truman. Guess who's holding that up? That's Truman. President Truman, who had just been declared the winner. He looks awfully happy for a man that just got defeated in a presidential election. Right? Well, the truth is he did not get defeated. The Chicago Daily Tribune, which is that paper, jumped the gun and printed this paper before the election was fully decided. Wow! Well, TV must have been better, right? One of my favorite characters from my childhood can answer that question.
Thank you. We have a great show for you tonight, folks, and I just want to remind you of our motto. If they say it on television, it must be true.
Fake news.
Here's our first incredible revelation. There's no such place as Wyoming.
Not true.
Think about it. Have you ever met anyone from Wyoming?
No, now that you mention it, I don't think
Well, there you are. The myth of Wyoming began in the year 1789, when the great explorer and mapmaker Arbuckle Vespucci was designing the United States.
Let's see. I'll put the Oklahoma here. Then I'll put the North Dakota here. No. Maybe that should have been near South Dakota. See? Ha! That's a good.
He had some help from his faithful and handsome cat. You dropped a visa.
Oh, no. I don't have a room left for those two.
Hey, and no sweater. You just put Alaska up here someplace and stick this Hawaii out here someplace. Simple.
Bellissimo. I have designed the entire United States and... oh, no. I left a teensy-tiny little square empty out here. And I'm all out of the states.
No more states, huh? How about another Carolina? No. I know. And so the cat wrote in Wyoming, an old Italian word meaning no state here.
Come on now.
So there's no Wyoming. And remember,
if they said it on television, it must be true.
Just so everyone is aware, Wyoming is a state. That's not true. So what about the internet? Fake news has long been a problem on the internet. The beautiful thing about the internet is that it is open for anyone to put almost anything on. But that is also the danger.
Oh, look, here comes my date. I met him on the internet. He's a French model.
Bonjour.
Unless something is illegal, it can pretty much be put on the internet. This often includes outright lies or half-truths, which is what fake news really is. Well, let's see what our friends have to say about this.
Kenny, it looks like they have a new scooter, and they're giving them away for the first 100 for free.
Wow! I've always wanted a scooter.
Look at this picture. It looks really nice. It's green. Isn't that your favorite color?
I do love green, but how do I get one?
I don't know. There's just a picture and a headline.
Well, Jasmine, this picture is wet. Did you just put glue on this?
I got you. Don't you know, Kenny, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is?
How was I supposed to know?
Let's ask Bit and Bite. I bet they could be a help. Bit, Bite.
Hey, kids! What's up?
Yeah, how can we help?
There you are. Kenny and I were looking for you. Kenny needs help figuring out what is real or not.
Fake news can sound very real, but there are some things you can do to find out what is real and what isn't.
Kenny was looking at a newspaper, and I put a picture of a scooter in there, and I told him they were giving them away.
Yeah, Jasmine thought she was being funny and tried to trick me. Fake news isn't funny. It can have serious consequences.
That's right, Bit. It's important to check the facts and find out if something is true or not, especially if you plan to share it with someone else.
It's like a very unbelieve it or not game. Oh, you know I like games.
Let's play a guessing game.
Okay, I guess I'll play.
What do you call a rabbit with horns?
That's called a jackalope. Okay, Kenny, is a jackalope a real animal or a fake one? I've seen pictures of those, so I'm going to say real. Well, I think it's real.
I'm sorry, Kenny. That is not a real animal. You can't always rely on pictures.
Nope, that's how you fell for the scooter.
Kenny, what should you do if you don't know if something is real or not?
I know. You should ask an adult to help you.
Yes, always check where your facts come from. If you're not sure, get an adult to help you look it up.
Yep, better safe than sorry.
Yes, because we should only share information that we know that is the truth.
Okay, Jasmine, now it's your turn.
All right, hit me. Oh, what was that for?
You said hit me.
I meant with a question.
Well, then it was for gluing the picture on the paper.
Okay. How about a 4-foot-tall adult elephant?
Jasmine, what do you think? Is that a real animal?
It's important to ask questions if you're not sure.
I know.
Bit, this question is for Jasmine. Please wait your turn.
Well, I know that elephants are real because I saw one at the zoo with my mom.
Well, is that your answer then? Real?
Do you have any more questions?
I do.
How tall again?
Jasmine, Bite said it was 4 foot tall.
If you're unsure, maybe you should ask for help.
Good idea. I know.
Jasmine, your time is up. Do you think the 4-foot adult elephant is real or not?
No, the elephant I saw was bigger than my dad. I think that's too small for an elephant.
Well, Bite, is it real?
Yes, there is a pygmy adult female elephant that is 4 feet tall.
Oh man, I wanted to tell them.
let's check in with a specialist and see if they can tell us how we can check our facts.
Hey guys, I'm glad you're here. My name is Leslie Savell, and I'm here to help you learn how to check the facts.
Let's help Kenny figure out what is fake news. Byte tells us the definition for fake news is false stories that appear to be true but are not. Let's help Bit figure out whether these headlines are true or false. Here's the first one. We swallow an average of 8 spiders a year while sleeping. Do you think that's true or false? That's false. Spiders are very unlikely to end up in your mouth because they don't like heat or vibration. Here's our next headline. It's about cows. Okay, a farmer paints cows to look like zebras. Do you think that's true or false? That's actually true. Researchers found that black cows painted to look like zebras are 50% less likely to get bitten by horseflies. It's activity time. Let's help Kenny figure out which is a real animal. First, we have a puppy dog. Next is an elephant turtle, or a jackalope. Which do you think is real? If you said puppy dog, you are right. Kenny needs some help. He wants to know, how do I know when something is real or not? So we're going to tell him a few tips. And this first one is whether he should share information or not share information. If you're not sure, we want you to ask an adult. Our next tip is to check your source. Who said it? Was it from Facebook? Was it someone you know or trust? Did you hear it on Twitter? What about your friends? Always be sure you know who your source is. If you don't know who wrote it, let's see if you can find their name. Find out who said it. Check for the author's name. Can you find a date? When did they say or write it? Always look to see. It may be really, really old and no longer true. Can you check it? If you're not sure, you need to be sure and ask someone for help. One of the things that you can do is go to factcheck.org or snopes.com. And if you're still wanting to know and you haven't had a chance yet, ask your parents to take you to WashingtonPostFactChecker.com. Those are all ways that you can check to see if those facts are true or not. Who can you ask to help them check the facts? Let's look. Would it be your parents, your friends, or your teacher? If you said your parents and a teacher, you'd be right. Let's Google it! Byte has some great books to share with you today. The first one is called Fake News in Newton High with Power Coders. The author is Amanda Bink. Power Coder Grace is the copy editor of her school's online newspaper. When a new student joins the club and writes an article about Coach Jenkins and his star running back Henry Lewis, Grace can tell that something doesn't smell right about the facts. You'll have to read the book to find out what those are. The next book is Fake News, Sort the Facts from the Fiction, and it's by Cliff Gifford. It's a bunch of true and false questions that you can challenge your friends and parents with, even your grandparents or teachers. That way they can tell you if there are true stories or if there are false stories behind some of the world's most enduring fake facts and the weirdest hoaxes. Our last book is Lands of Long Ago, and the author is Amanda Wood and Mike Jolly. Do you think a Mayan warrior would have worn a watch? Or what about a Viking? Would he have used a compass? Let's test your knowledge of history and see if you can spot 20 mistakes in every scene. Then you can turn the page and discover if you were right. If nothing else, you'll learn all about ancient civilizations. Now it's your turn to try it. We have an idea. We'd like you to write 2 stories, one that is true and one that is fake. Here's an example. On the left, we have the news story of a red ball bouncing over a bicycle. On the right, the red ball is bouncing over the moon. Which story do you think is true? Or which one do you think is fake? If you said the bicycle, that was true. If you said the ball bouncing over the moon, that was fake. That's a bit too far. Now it's your turn. See if you can't write 2 stories, one that is true and one that is fake. Share it with your parents or your friends and see if they can guess which one is true. See you next time.
Hey guys, I'm glad you guys were with us today, and I'm hoping that you come up with some good ideas for some stories. Then you can find your friends and see if they can tell you which ones are true and which ones are false. That should be lots of fun. See you next time.
Thanks, Miss Glass, Miss Savell, and friends. Thanks for the information. It is so important that we are all on the lookout for fake news, and that we are not putting fake news on our social media or our internet pages. Not only is it wrong, but it can hurt other people, or even get the person who is putting it on the internet in serious trouble. And I don't want any of my friends out there to get in serious trouble. Well, that's all the time we have for today, friends. We will see you real soon on our next episode of Computers Are Fun. See you real soon.